Yes, so we should start the session. We welcome Neha ma'am, Neha Kirdak ma'am. I'm just making her host also. Yeah. So to introduce Neha ma'am, so first of all, Neha ma'am is a IAS officer of 2020 batch, and like she has given exam in 2019. 2019 में उन्होंने एग्जाम दिया था। 2020 में उनका ट्रेनिंग हुआ, तो 2020 के नाम से जाना जाता है। एक तरीके का ये जो नेमिंग का है कि किस बैच के अधिकारी होंगे। तो जिस ईयर आप पास होते हैं, द ईयर यू गेट पास्ड इज नॉट द ईयर, एक्चुअली द ईयर यू गेट ट्रेंड इज द ईयर ऑफ द वो बताया जाता है। दूसरी बात है कि अभी जिस डिपार्टमेंट में वो हैं, वो अभी महाराष्ट्र में बॉम्बे में वो काम कर रही हैं, और वो डिपार्टमेंट बहुत ही अहम डिपार्टमेंट है। ये पोस्ट एंड टेलीकम्युनिकेशन का डिपार्टमेंट है, जहाँ पे कि टेलीकम्युनिकेशन एक बहुत ही उभरता हुआ, सारे तरीके की टेक्नोलॉजी को केटर करता हुआ क्षेत्र है। तो यहाँ पे जो एथिकल चैलेंजेस हैं, द एथिकल चैलेंजेस विच आर प्रेजेंट देयर इन दैट डिपार्टमेंट इज इमेंस। और जो मैम का बैकग्राउंड रहा है वो भी बहुत ही इंटरेस्टिंग रहा है। वो खुद डॉक्टर रह चुकी हैं, और वो उसमें भी उन्होंने महाराष्ट्र में टॉप किया था, जो एग्जाम होता है मेडिकल एग्जाम उसमें। तो उनका एग्जाम क्यों ये बैकग्राउंड जरूरी है, क्योंकि द माइंड शी इज केटरिंग विद, और जो उनका एटीट्यूड है एथिकल प्रेमाइसेस को केटर करने का, क्योंकि हम यहाँ पे एथिक्स क्लास की पर्टिकुलरली बात कर रहे हैं। और बाकी चीज़ों के बारे में भी हम बात करेंगे, जहाँ पे कि हम ऐसे क्लासेस भी लेंगे। उसके बाद हम फाउंडेशन बैचेस में भी जाएंगे, और बहुत सारी चीज़ों में वो संलग्न होने वाली है और काफ़ी गाइड करने वाली है आप लोगों को। शी विल बी गाइडिंग यू थ्रू आउट। टू स्टार्ट विद वी हैव स्टार्टेड एथिक्स, क्योंकि उनका जो मेडिकल बैकग्राउंड है फिजियोलॉजी का, उसमें एक जो साइकोलॉजी है वो अटैच्ड है। आप जानते हो कि दोज पीपल हु आर डॉक्टर्स, दोज प्रोफेशनल्स हु आर डॉक्टर्स आर particularly very well ingrained into reading the minds of patients also। तो ये एक बहुत बड़ी चीज होती है जो आपको। दूसरी बात है कि जो टेलीकॉम डिपार्टमेंट में इनका एक्सपीरियंस रहा है, उससे पहले जो इन लवासना में इनकी ट्रेनिंग हुई है, फाइनेंशियल मैनेजमेंट में भी इनको डिग्री दी गई है। और जितने भी अभी जो मैम काम कर रही हैं बॉम्बे में, महाराष्ट्र जोन में, उसमें ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा इन्होंने फ्रॉड मैनेजमेंट के ऊपर में काम किया है। करप्शन को किस तरीके से एक्सपोज किया जाता है उसके बारे में इन्होंने काम किया है। तो यहाँ से मैम को ये आइडिया आया कि जो एक फील्ड टू लैब टू लैंड वाला स्कोप होता है, जैसे एग्रीकल्चर में हम बात करते हैं या साइंटिफिक चीज़ों में भी हम बात करते हैं, उसी तरीके से यहाँ पे कि वो एक तरीके से फील्ड में है और आप अभी लैब में हैं, जहाँ पे कि आप अभी पढ़ रहे हैं, जहाँ पे थेरीज को आप देख रहे हैं। यू गाइज आर सीइंग द थेरीज ओनली। नाउ शी कैन बी अ वेरी वेल कनेक्टेड पर्सन, जहाँ पे कि आपको डिपार्टमेंट में क्या चीजें चल रही है, फील्ड में क्या चीजें चल रही है, व्हाट आर दोज थिंग्स विच यू कैन बी एक्सपोज्ड टू, and there your psychology philosophy of ethical writing can be enhanced in those ways also। उस तरीके का एक्यूमेन आप लगाएं, क्योंकि आप देखते हैं जितने भी केस स्टडीज हैं, ऑल द केस स्टडीज दे आर आस्किंग, जो भी केस स्टडीज आस्क की जा रही हैं वो बहुत ही साइकोलॉजिकली बिल्ट होता है, और बहुत ही प्रैक्टिकल इम्प्लीकेशन वो डिपार्टमेंट लेवल पे पूछा जाता है। मैं अभी जस्ट एक किताब फिनिश किया मैंने, 21 वेस्टर्न थिंकर्स के ऊपर, जो आप लोगों को प्रोवाइड किया जाएगा। और मैं ओवर द इयर्स मैं भी पढ़ाता रहा हूँ लगातार। आई एम अ गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट इन पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन। और मैं अपने आप को भी थोड़ा सा इंट्रोड्यूस कर दूं कि मैं पहले से क्लासेस चलाता हूँ। विजडम विंग्स आईएएस को मैंने फॉर्म किया, और फॉर्चुनेटली नेहा मैम जो हैं वहाँ पे स्टार्टिंग में उनको भी मैंने गाइडेंस देने का मुझे मौका मिला। और लेकिन वो बहुत ही ब्रिलियंट स्टूडेंट थी, और उन्होंने एक बार में ये एग्जाम पास किया। बीइंग अ जनरल कैंडिडेट एक बार में एग्जाम पास करना, और फॉर एनी कैंडिडेट फॉर दैट मैटर, बहुत ही मुश्किल काम होता है। और उसमें भी बहुत ही अच्छा रैंक उन्होंने पाया है। एथिक्स में 142 मार्क्स उन्होंने पाया है, जो कि एक्सेलेंट स्कोर है। और यहाँ पे उनका एक ही मकसद है, हमारा एक ही मकसद है, विजडम विंग्स आईएएस का एक ही मकसद है कि आप लोगों को कनेक्ट करके 1-to-1 गाइडेंस ये मिल पाए आपको। क्योंकि जनरली क्या होता है, लाइव क्लासेस हो या ब्रिक एंड मोर्टार में आप जाते हैं पढ़ने के लिए, जो जो नॉर्मल क्लासेस होते हैं जिसको आप ब्रिक एंड मोर्टार क्लास कहते हैं, ईट बालू का बना हुआ, वहां पे you are not able to interact with the faculties. Even if you raise your hand, how many people will raise the hand and how many people will be interacting with, because limited time hota hai. But here we will be checking the copies one to one. Here we will be giving you all the materials which are hand picked by us. जो जनरली क्या होता है, दैट वी वर ऑल्सो टॉकिंग, कि सबसे बड़ी दिक्कत क्या है, व्हाट इज द प्रॉब्लम हियर, कि जो जो मटेरियल बनाता है उसको नहीं पता कि मटेरियल कौन सा चूज करना है. So they give soil instead of giving gold, instead of giving diamond, and throw away the diamond or gold sometimes, or most of the time per se. लेकिन यहाँ पे हम लोग जो बना रहे थे डॉक फॉर्मेट में, हम ऐड कर देते हैं लोगों को ईमेल पे, वी ऐड द पीपल, और वहां पे अपडेट करते रहते हैं, चाहे वो कंटेम्प्रेरी एग्जाम्पल हो, चाहे केस स्टडी को सॉल्व करने का तरीका हो, चाहे वो केस स्टडी का वर्कशॉप हो. तो यहाँ पे जो मैम का बैकग्राउंड है, जो मेरा बैकग्राउंड है, मेरा पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में गोल्ड मेडलिस्ट हूँ मैं बनारस हिंदू यूनिवर्सिटी से. आई पोस्ट ग्रेजुएटेड फ्रॉम देयर. बिफोर दैट आई वाज इनटू मीडिया इन फिल्म्स. मैंने वहां पे कई सालों तक काम किया है. सो आई एम ऑल्सो सीइंग द प्रॉब्लम फ्रॉम द फील्ड, जहाँ पे रिपोर्टिंग की क्या इश्यूज हैं, वहाँ पे फिल्म मेकिंग की क्या चैलेंजेस हैं, मीडिया में किस तरीके के एथिक्स के इश्यूज हैं, पब्लिक एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन में ओवरऑल एथिक्स के क्या चैलेंजेस एंड इश्यूज हैं. Then I left some jobs like combined defense services. So I'm exposed, very well exposed to military services also, at least in cracking the exam format, जो कि UPSC ही लेता है. उसके बाद net JRF and all those things. Why we guys are explaining that to you? Because एक जो faculty का जो सबसे बड़ा core होता है वो उसका background होता है. The background from through which we are coming gives you confidence that you guys can be treated in a very, very well-directed manner. You are not misguided missiles. You are guided missiles. Just like Dr. Kalam Saab has guided missile program, this is kind of a guided missile program. You guys are not less than guided missiles. Believe in yourself. And we are there, यहाँ पे इस साइड ऑफ द फेंस, जहाँ पे कि हमने इतना कुछ गेन करके, और जो भी हमें फील्ड में एक्सपीरियंस हो रहा है वो आपको डायरेक्टली बताया जाएगा. तो इस प्रोग्राम का जो मकसद है वो क्लियर है, आपके पूरे के पूरे सिलेबस को कवर कराना. विल बी कवरिंग द होल सिलेबस ऑल्सो. लाइक टुडे इज दशहरा, सो हैप्पी दशहरा टू ऑल ऑफ यू फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल. दूसरी बात है, बहुत सारे लोगों ने मुझे बताया था, मैम को भी बहुत सारे कॉल्स आए थे, शायद वो दशहरा की वजह से, क्योंकि अभी दिल्ली एंड ऑल दोज प्लेसेस पीपल आर लाइक बर्निंग रावणा. So that is also a very happy go merry kind of situation, but we should not stop our work. So that's why we have committed, and the last day Neha ma'am had to go to some kind of surveillance work on the Sunday, but we were planning on the Sunday itself. But this is a good day. Those who have come here can ask any type of question directly to the officer present here, to me also. If you are till now misguided or guided in any way, you can correct your strategies and go into a very well directed fashion, guided missile program type of thing this is. So I am presenting the floor to Neha ma'am, and she will be interacting with you and will be telling about more about the program and her own mind. So you should listen to the horse's mouth, as it is called in the proverb itself. So please, Neha ma'am.
I wish my voice is audible. Subhash sir, is my voice audible?
Yeah, clearly audible, ma'am.
First of all, thank you for the warm welcome. I had been associated with Wisdom Wings since last 3 to 4 years, since my preparation itself, 2018, I guess. And my journey for the UPSC was a fantastic journey, because till the time I filled my form in the February 2019, I was not ready for the exam. And the thing that I cleared this exam in the very first attempt uh, is a unique thing, because many times aspirants, those who are preparing for the exam, they don't know how to prepare, what is the syllabus exactly. So here at Wisdom Wings, we are launching an ethics program for those who are giving their exams in 2024. So for those students, I would like to make one thing clear, that here our motive is to make the student clear this exam. That's it. And while clearing this exam, there are three things which are very, very important, and these are ethics, essay, and your optional, and interview also, which is the fourth thing, which is somewhat guided with this ethics and essay preparation. Because anyway, once you as a person, you are ethical, having your attitude, having your aptitude to be a public servant, to be a civil servant, क्योंकि आप जब वो syllabus उठा के देखते हो ethics का, when you pick up that syllabus, the very first thing there is the determinants of ethics through human perspective. What are your values? What are your morals? What do you mean by an aptitude to be a civil servant? What is an attitude to be in public service? So this is what syllabus is, and this is somehow guide you towards the preparation of your interview. It helps you in your essay also. It helps you uh, in building your personality as a whole. So this is a combined program where, from my experience, I know what to write in the paper, what attracts the examiner, uh, where you can put the quote, where you can put your diagram. Because, see, quotes and diagrams, these are value addition material. They are like namak, which is like a salt in your salt ya masala, chaat masala in your paper. But what is the basic content? What kind of language in the ethics paper attracts the examiner? Because if you had been following various toppers, you come to know that if you mention too much of thinker's perspective in the ethics paper, you are not going to get about 80 to 85 marks. It is your own perspective which matters in the ethics paper. And this program is, after all, just a guidance for you to develop your own perspective from the day one itself, from the first section itself. I will give you daily practice questions so that you can practice that question on that day itself. And I will assure you, if you go through one section, you will be able to write that question in your own language. In maybe the timeline starting May, you will take 10 minutes to write a 10 marker, maybe 15 minutes even. But with the time, you will develop as a brilliant person. देखिए, first of all, as a student, I think whoever is coming this UPSC journey, your aim should be, your goal should be, why are you coming into public service? Then only you will feel motivated to study. And for ethics, I guarantee you, whatever notes I will dictate you, you don't need to study more than that. And these are my words. Whatever content, what are the example, current affairs example, uh, जो कुछ भी है, whatever is available in the market will be available at one platform. You don't need to study beyond that. अगर आपने class, if you do these classes very consistently, you don't need to go anywhere else. Because from the experience of giving two mains, I got 142 in 2019 UPSC exam in ethics. I got 124 in 2021 mains examination. So from my experience and from the field experience, I know how to link Israel and Palestine conflict with the word war ethics, because there can be a question on war ethics this year, and I guess it has been in the past years also, like ecological ethics, environmental ethics, war ethics, media ethics. These are the new perspectives, or these are the application fields of ethics which are not mentioned in your syllabus. But here on this platform, I will assure you, if you follow the advice given by me, if you follow the directions, you will be able to write even the किसी unknown territory का question भी आ जाता है, you will be able to write that question. And what all is provided in this program? In this program, I will be going through each and every topic of your syllabus. Apart from it, I will be going through some brainstorming exercises on daily previous year questions, or some new sort of questions. And along with it, in the content itself, we have moral thinkers, we have philosophers, we have personalities like Gautam Buddha. What was his perspective towards an ethical human life? Uh, Similarly, all the moral philosophers and thinkers from Eastern side and from Western side as well. Because I agree that UPSC asks very unpredictable kind of quotes. Many times, you may not know who had written that quote itself, but you will be able to explain that quote if you go through uh, the ethics syllabus, the notes very, very patiently, calmly. I will assure you कि आप वो solve कर जाओगे. The only thing needed is the consistency and some sort of efforts from your side. Because every time it can't be a spoon feeding. You have to brainstorm yourself. You have to prepare yourself for the battle. Just say today I was reading one book, The Archer, and I would like to mention the story in it. There was a very famous archer in Japan. His name was Tensuyu, and one day he was visited by one stranger. Uh, वो stranger पूछते पूछते जाता है where this person named Tensu live. So there is a boy who directs him towards a carpenter's shop, and in the carpenter's shop, the Tensuyu was doing the carpentry work as usual. And that stranger could not believe because he was coming with a very long bag, having a bow and hundreds of arrows. And he asked Tensuyu that I can't believe that the master of archery has given up the archery itself and now is busy with the carpentry in some remotest village of the Japan. And why it is so? Uh, Tensuyu just glazed at him and he didn't reply back at all. He was again busy with his carpentry work. Then that stranger challenges him that I had done practice of around 20 years to build my mastery over the archery. And today you have to recognize my efforts, and today you have to recognize the skills that I have developed over the years, and you have to shift that master of masters tag from your crown to my crown. And I challenge you today. And by saying these sentences, he takes out his bow and arrows and he aims for a cherry which is around 40 meters apart from him on the ground. And that arrow exactly pierces in that cherry which is around 40 meters apart. In the exact midpoint, that arrow pierces. And then Tensuyu looks at him. Uh, First of all, that stranger had challenged his Tensuyu's tag of being a master of archery. So Tensuyu just keep his calm and he just says that, okay, I will recognize your mastery, but only on the one condition that uh, you should come to me in the mountains. And he take him uh, and that boy along with the stranger towards the mountains. They walk for 1 hour. And after going to a mountain, they found out there is a surface in between the two rocks जहाँ से water आ रहा होता है, from where the water is gushing out, and in between the two rocks there is just a single rope bridge which is that too very old, जो कभी भी झूलते झूलते टूट सकता है. uh, and Tensui walks on it. He comes to the midpoint of that bridge and he aims for a peach tree, which is around 20 meters apart from the midpoint of that bridge. And he aims exactly to the tree, and that peach falls into the water. Now, Tensuyu comes back again on the one side of the rock and he asked that stranger, see, you had challenged my authority of being master of masters. So just do one thing, and that is you also come on that bridge in the midpoint and aim for the peach tree, which is just 20 meters apart. that stranger is now scared because that rope bridge is very dilapidated, and he somehow barely walks to the midpoint of that bridge and he aims for that tree, but he could not pierce the peach. Then he comes back again, and then the Tensuyu says, see, you had given years of efforts, maybe 20 years of efforts in developing mastery over the archery. You are holding this bow and arrow maybe every day for 2 hours a day, but till date, you have not learned to keep your mind calm, cool, and then aim for the target. Because before the target comes into your life, because everyone here is an archer who is aiming for the UPSC as their aim or their target. But even if you put your 6 attempts, all the attempts exhausted, I have seen people who have exhausted their attempts, who have put around 10 years into the preparation. There are people who are preparing since their childhood itself for the UPSC exam and they could not pierce the target because of the only one thing, that is the mindset. You have to learn the mindset because once you have a tranquil mind, crystal clear mind, then only you can aim for the target. And here in this program, it's not just about ethics, it's about cracking the UPSC exam itself. How to keep your calm, how to keep your cool, how to see the things clearly, what is mentioned by UPSC in the syllabus. So, what is my first advice to all those who have joined today or who will join this program is first go through the syllabus, write, take a pen and paper and write that syllabus in front of you, write that syllabus each and every word for 5 times. This builds your familiarity with the concept because the very first day when I started preparation, even Subhash sir knows, I was scared. I was completely scared by seeing the questions like, what is happiness according to you? And this has been a question in ethics and even in essay. That joy is the greatest form of attitude was the subject of 1 year's essay. And it is very easy when you know the information or the technical question to answer. Like if you are asked about, uh, tell me about some factors which led to 1847's 1857's revolt, it is very easy to answer, but it is very difficult to answer a question like this, what is happiness according to you? Because UPSC will never ask happiness according to Socrates or Plato or some other person. UPSC always frames the question like, what are two model leaders in this world according to you yourself? So here you have to develop your own perspective that how I'm going to write the answer. And before writing the answer, because in the main exam there are ethics paper is quite difficult because there are more than 25 questions you have to write in the 3 hours time duration. In other GS papers, there are just 20 questions. Ethics may you will find out there are 5 markers subpart, there are 10 markers subpart. So there will be around more than 25 questions to answer within just 3 hours. So uh, you have to be prepared before giving the exam, before going into battlefield. You have to practice that old rope bridge, standing on that old rope bridge and keeping your calm is what you have to practice before aiming for the target. Is the only perspective I want to make clear here. And if you trust the process, if you if you trust yourself, because Swami Vivekanand had said that nothing in this world is impossible if you trust yourself, if you trust your preparation, if you trust the cause you are coming to this UPSC journey, then we are here to guide you. We are here to make sure that you will aim for the right target. And along with the content, we will provide you daily practice question. Apart from it, I will be there to guide you throughout your journey because I agree there are many personal issues, many professional issues. There are people who are doing UPSC preparation as a part-time with their part-time jobs, or maybe a complete time jobs. Uh, so that's why my lectures will be on the weekend when I will get off. And apart from it, Subhash sir will be there to guide you throughout your preparation. And I guess after this, we will take your questions. What are all your queries from your side? So, Subhash sir, are there any queries?
Yeah, definitely. We'll invite the queries one by one. We can take the queries. So whatever question related to this, आपके पास जिनका भी लैंग्वेज हिंदी है, हिंदी में पूछ सकते हो आप. Whichever language is English, you can ask in English, and any question related to UPSC exam you can ask.
स्मॉलेस्ट ऑफ स्मॉल क्वेश्चन कि यूपीएससी का पेपर किस साइज का होता है, ब्लैंक होता है, हाउ वी हैव टू प्रैक्टिस द आंसर राइटिंग, कौन सा pen is good for the answer writing, because I have gone through the process. I know it is very difficult to choose the correct pen, to choose the time of writing, how to time out the syllabus, कब कैसे cover करना है, because there are more than 20 subjects. You have to learn them, you have to by heart them, you have to practice answer writing within just 1 year. And I had done that process within just 6 months. I had cleared the exam before mains. I'm telling you, till the February I was not ready to give the exam. And so somehow I had gone through all the topper strategy and chalk out my strategy. So my advice will be, ask the questions, ask the doubts, make your doubts clear now, because uh, zindagi mein, you will not get this opportunity again. We have only one life, and COVID has made us realize that this time is not going to come back. So ask the question.
मैम एक
So
क्वेश्चन आ
now
रहा
I
है.
can see some
विपिन
questions. Yes.
विपिन मौर्य जी पूछ रहे हैं, सर शुड आई स्टार्ट एथिक्स एंड एसे आंसर राइटिंग फ्रॉम स्क्रैच of the day or solely focus on GS answer writing initially? तो इसका जवाब आप ही दे दीजिए.
Okay.
जी.
See, there are two kind of people. There are people who will just wake up and go in the ethics exam and just write their own experiences, the examples, whatever life they had lived, whatever they had read throughout the books, and they will clear this exam for sure. But there are another kind of people who feel somewhat discomfort while writing about happiness, while writing about consciousness, while writing about altruism. What is altruism? So if you are in that category, my advice will be, start from day one, start from the scratch, because ethics is the only paper where you can cover the syllabus and write the answer from the day one, even if you don't know the concept, because these are the universal values like justice, equality, trust, love, confidence, consciousness, attitude, aptitude. We hear these words throughout our life. So it is very easy to start from the day one to write the answers.
अच्छा मैम, इसमें एक चीज और भी, दोबारा मैं पढ़ रहा था क्वेश्चन, तो उसमें इन्होंने ये भी पूछा है कि एथिक्स और ऐसे जो स्पेसिफिकली जो आपने भी बताया, ये बहुत ही इंपॉर्टेंट है, 500 मार्क्स है, लेकिन एट द सेम टाइम ये बहुत ही सॉफ्ट टॉपिक है, तो लोगों को लगता है कि हम डिले कर दें इसको और पहले जीएस का ज्ञान ले लें. तो ही इज आस्किंग कॉन्ट्रास्टिंग क्वेश्चन कि क्या मैं एथिक्स और एसे को पहले से स्टार्ट करूं या पहले जीएस आंसर राइटिंग इनिशियली स्टार्ट करूं. दैट इज हिज एक्चुअल क्वेश्चन.
Okay. Uh, as I said, if you are comfortable in writing these kind of topics, मतलब those who are from technical background like engineering है, medical है, and those who are from non-technical background, arts वाले लोग. So if you are comfortable in writing such kind of topics, delay it for some time and go for GS. But if you are a person who feels uncomfortable to write down questions based on morality, based on ethics, questions, because आजकल अगर आप ऐसे का पेपर देखोगे, so it is coming somewhat philosophical. It is not easy to write on such topics. If you look at the essay topics since 2022 onwards, both sections are coming philosophical. And if you are a person who is not comfortable in deciphering the philosophical topic, please don't ignore this preparation कि बाद में देखा जाएगा या we will do it at a very last resort. No, then you may end up getting the low hanging fruits in the exam. Because these are the two papers, ethics and essay, which can make or break your preparation. I personally know people who get 165 in 165 ke 175 in essay and 162 in ethics, and they are in the top ranks just because of these two papers. So if you ignore it, it will be at your जैसे कि आपको करना है या नहीं करना है, वो एक खुद के प्रिपरेशन के ऊपर भी डिपेंड करता है. व्हाट इज योर लेवल, वेयर आर यू राइट नाउ? So you have to start judging yourself. बिकॉज एथिक्स में ये क्वेश्चन भी आता है, और शायद दिस इज 2018 का क्वेश्चन है, दैट अ वेल नॉट वेल एग्जामिन्ड लाइफ इज नॉट वर्थ लिविंग. So you have to start judging your life itself. You have to start judging your preparation at what level you are. If you feel discomfort, please go for answer writing for from day one itself.
बिल्कुल विपिन जी, एक चीज मैं ऐड करना चाहूंगा जो मैम ने बताया है. एक्चुअली द थिंग इज कि वो क्वेश्चन जो पूछा गया है वो सोक्रेटिक मेथड है, एलेनकस बोलते हैं उसको. जो भी क्वेश्चन आपके पास है उसको अगर आप टुकड़ों में बांटते हैं, अगर उसको पार्ट बाय पार्ट बांटते हो आप, इफ यू ब्रेक द क्वेश्चन इटसेल्फ इन डिफरेंट पार्ट्स, then you will get the answer also. That is the Socratic method और एलेनकस मेथड. तो मैम ने जो बताया उसमें मैं एक चीज ऐड करना चाहूंगा कि आप जितना कुछ जानते हो, एटलीस्ट ओपिनियन तो जानते ही होगे हर चीज के बारे में. बिकॉज यू आर ए ग्रेजुएट, तो कम से कम ओपिनियन दे सकते हो. जैसे किस तरीके से चौक चौराहे पे या वेन एवर यू गो आउटसाइड इन द रेस्टोरेंट, यू हैव ऑल द ओपिनियन इन द वर्ल्ड. इवन इफ यू आर नॉट अ क्रिकेट फैन एंड cricket is coming on the TV screen of the restaurant, you say something about the cricketer even if you are not knowing about that cricketer particularly. So the thing is, we are opinionated creatures. Human beings are opinionated creature. Start from there itself. और जैसे ही आपका ओपिनियन कोई सामने वाला चेक करेगा तो उस ओपिनियन पे फिर स्ट्रक्चर पैदा करेगा, स्ट्रक्चर दे देगा आपको. वो चीज हम यहाँ पे करते हैं कि आप जहां से भी स्टार्ट कर सकते हो वहां से स्टार्ट करना स्टार्ट कर दो. क्योंकि जितना लेट आप करते हो, बुद्धा सेज, और बुद्धा के बारे में ये कोट किया जाता है कि ये सबसे बड़ी दुविधा है ह्यूमन काइंड की, कि वो सोचता है कि हमारे पास टाइम है, जबकि टाइम है ही नहीं. और इनफैक्ट जैसे मैम ने बताया कि 6 महीने में उन्होंने क्रैक किया एग्जाम, तो उनके पास भी टाइम नहीं था. तो उन्होंने कैसे किया? उस 6 महीने को सब कुछ माना उन्होंने. एंड आई हैव बीन like very fortunate to be a kind of support, a little bit of support in her journey, because she itself has a very great attitude and fortitude she is having. तो उसमें आपको स्टार्ट करना लिखने से. ठीक है, चलिए. अब अगर आपको काउंटर क्वेश्चन है तो यू कैन आस्क ऑल्सो, अदरवाइज जो सेकंड कोई व्यक्ति हैं वो पूछ सकते हैं. प्लीज आस्क. interact also, not only by writing. Yeah, Bipin ji, welcome.
Because most of the people
Hmm.
they just waste their life in just self doubting themselves. हम अपनी आधी आधी से ज्यादा जिंदगी we just doubt our own capabilities और उसी में चला जाता है, whether I should ask the question or not. So just be frank, because being curious also is a part of the journey of UPSC. Even when you get inside the service on the field, you have to be curious. You will be posted in different departments. You will get transfers. You will get postings in different departments. Suppose today you are working in the telecom, tomorrow you will be working in a fishery and dairies. Again, after 4 or 5 years, you will be working with women and child development department. So whenever you are getting posted in different sectors, you need to learn, you need to be curious that what is the work being assigned to me in this department, how I can improve the system. तो आप सवाल पूछिए, because unless you ask the question, I will not come to know that this person has this difficulty and I can solve it. Because being a doctor, we usually take a history of patients. I have been the medical field background also. So I had a practice, and unless the patient himself or herself tells me that I am suffering from this kind of illness, I can't get to my correct diagnosis. I can't help him out. I can't help her out. So if today I am sitting and giving my time to help you people, you should ask the questions.
Ji, Rohit is asking, what shall be your advice to continue study when I have finished my NCERTs and wanting to move on with major books without coaching as of now?
Okay. So if you are aiming for the 2024 mains, uh, right now it is the month of October, which is about to end in just 10 days. So are you ready with your optional till the December time? If you are aiming for next year, say be next year, which is 2025 or 26, then you have a sufficient time. You can prepare on your own. But if you are aiming for this mains of 2024, you should be clear cut with your optional till the time of December and January. If you are done with NCRT, that's fine, that's okay. NCRT just creates the base. It is just a basic level which should have been completed by the school time itself. But unfortunately, in India, we do it during our UPSC preparation. Uh, After NCRT, you should go for your optional, as I said. Apart from it, you should go for the papers like ethics and essay till the time of January. That's why we are planning this course in between the month of November till the month of January. And these 3 months, you can give sufficient time for your mains preparation, because after January, completely focus on prelims. If in May you have prelims on 26th of May, 4 to 5 months completely for CSAT and GS1 of prelims, solving MCQs, giving test, revising the syllabus, whether it is static, whether it is current affair, whatever sources you are following, you have to do it to clear the prelims, because after 2023 prelims, we know that prelims had become so unpredictable that it requires a dedicated effort of 4 to 5 months. You can't ignore CSAT. After seeing the paper of 2023, you have to study for CSAT. So you have to plan out your journey, that in what month you are going to cover what topic, what subject. You have to do macro planning and micro planning. So while teaching you ethics itself, I will give you some tricks like Pomodoro method of Japan, how to go for the 80-20 method, what is how to study exactly, because uh, people do have plan, because but still they fail because they can't execute that plan in the chalked out manner. If I decided today that I will study for 8 hours, maybe if I'm not well motivated, if I'm not ready for my day, I may not study even for 8 minutes of the day. So it is all about the execution of planning, having plan B, plan C. If some plans fail, you have to change your plan. You have to do the adaptation, agility, which is inbuilt in us as humans. So you have to go for macro planning, micro planning. You have to examine your own preparation level, give test series, and strictly follow, religiously follow the test series schedule. So these are all the preparation milestones which are required while preparing for UPSC. I will guide about these milestones later with the course.
Yeah,
Yes,
ma'am.
any more
And
questions?
one more question is there. I'm not able to get the name PD or something. So he's asking, please give me some tips on how to balance between job and UPSC preparation.
Actually, balancing your day itself, managing your day itself is a really big task. And it becomes very difficult once you graduate, once you do your post graduation. Your parents start to see you as मतलब आप पे वो obligation आ जाता है to work and to earn for yourself, to be self-dependent financially. And this is a burden, I agree, but to plan out your study, to plan for your workouts, to plan for your hobbies, and again to do your job at best, to do your studies at best, is all a required trait by any civil servant. So if you are able to balance out all these timings very well and very well managed manner, you are already a civil servant. I guarantee you that if this time management is the only one thing which is required, you have to decide yourself if you are a morning person, at what time you need to get up. If you are a night person, then at what time you have to sleep in between, because there are many working aspirants I know. If you have seen this 2022 year, rank 5, Mayur Hazarika, he was working as a doctor in the field from 10 to 4, and along with his job, he was doing the preparation. He was doing the studies from around 4 to 1 in the night, and again getting back at 8 o'clock next day. So, time management is really crucial. As I said, that you need a macro planning, micro planning. You have to get into the nitty-gritties of planning itself, because I can't tell you. It is your life, it is your decisions which will make changes in your life. And taking decisions for yourself is the very first quality of being a civil servant. You should take your independent decisions कि मुझे न्यूज़पेपर अगर पढ़ना है, I require 1 hour for reading the Hindu or the Indian Express, whatever newspaper you are reading. तो जॉब पे जाने से पहले पढ़ना है, जॉब के बीच में जो मुझे इंटरवल मिलता है 1 hour का, उसमें पढ़ना है, या जॉब से आते वक्त while traveling itself I have to go through the newspaper, I have to go through the current affairs, I have to go through the practice MCQs related to the current affairs or the static material while doing my journey. Because when I was in a college, uh, preparing for UPSC, I used to travel from my home to college, and while traveling itself, I used to go through the daily news analysis. I used to go through the 5 MCQs of the day. So in this way, you have to do your own planning and stick to that plan. There was a set routine that खाना खाने के बाद, रात का dinner के बाद, I had to take a walk of 15 to 20 minutes when I will listen to All India radio news. If some good editorial is there, I used to go for the audio news, audio version of the news, so that it will make me easy कि मेरा workout भी हो रहा है, 15 minutes a day, 15 to 20 minutes का walk, और मेरा current affairs भी हो रहा है. So in this way, you have to plan for your well-being, and well-being is all about your mental well-being, your physical well-being, and whatever your aspirations are, your aspirational well-being. So this is all in your hand. You have to take lead. अगर आपको कोई guidance चाहिए, तो I will be there, Subhash sir will be there, we all are there. मेरे even in my life, if somebody has contributed to larger extent apart from my parents, they are all my teachers, and till date आज जैसे दशहरा है, till date I wish them a good and fulfilling life. They wished me a good and fulfilling career. They encouraged me to chalk out my new paths till date. So teachers का जो guidance है, जो आपके parents का guidance है, it is very rare. आपके केस में अगर है तो utilize that way and plan out your journey. Yes, any more questions?
Yeah, please interact with the ma'am also. Not only write, but interact also.
Yes, those who can interact, they can switch on their videos.
Switch on videos, audios, whichever you are comfortable with. Please interact. Please ask questions related to ethics curriculum also.
Because once you are in this side of the table inside the civil services, you have to do public speaking at least uh, 10 times in a month. You have to go in the field, do the inspections, give out the speeches to the public, to your staff. तो ये आदत अभी से डाल दो कि I have a courage to speak out my words, my feelings, my thoughts.
इन बिटवीन नेहा मैम मैं इनको कुछ मटेरियल्स हैं जो कि इनको बता देता हूँ, एंड वी शुड टेल देम कि किस तरीके से हम यहाँ पे वर्क करेंगे 1-to-1 इनके साथ.
Yes.
तो लेट मी show them. So everybody can see on the screen, like applied ethics is one of the hardest area, which you don't know ki what to write about when they ask about family ethics, or when they are asking about military ethics, just like Israel-Palestine war is at right now going on. So just war theory and all those things, how the military ethics will be impacting that. Definitely there will be one question on military ethics. Any part of it can they ask. In the case study they can ask, in the theory part they can
Just a second, just a second.
Hmm.
There are people who want to join the meeting, but they could not. They had texted me.
Okay. They
Can you
can
admit
click
them?
on the link. Please tell them to join again on the link. Like
Okay,
click
okay,
on the link again. I will enter them. Like let them enter.
okay.
Maybe initially they have joined like at 6 p.m. maybe. So different areas of applied ethics you can see here. So all the applied ethics, I have like saturated them, each and everything, and I keep them like I am editing them on the constant basis. Like a sports ethics, you will be seeing here, business ethics, what will be the major aspect and issues regarding that, information ethics, artificial intelligence or technological ethics, bioethics, social justice and equity, personal ethics, political ethics, media ethics, global business and global politics ethics, funding issues, corporate governance issues. All those things, whatever you are seeing here, is related to the applied sections of the ethics. So here the mastermind kind of material you are getting. Why I'm calling it mastermind? Because years of precision has been gone into these documents, and now you can see the stories, like what kind of storage you should be thinking about and then writing in your answers. Then how to solve the case study. So there is one book I have written recently, I'm editing it, you can see on the screen. So this kind of material also you will be provided with, where what kind of ethical dilemmas in particular case study will be there, how to solve them, what are conflict of interest, what type of conflict of interests are there, what type of models you will be applying. Like there is one model called Eller model. So that is like accountability, rule of law, professional integrity and responsiveness, all these things. So this kind of very precise material, I am not saying it is the hundreds and hundreds of pages of books. These are like 20 pages, 25 pages. Like recently also, there is one book that has been published by me that is related to Western thinkers. So 21 thinkers in 21 pages only. Very precise material. And I do teach them also. We do teach them also. Like Leah ma'am will be going with a very traditional kind of fashion, where she will be taking the lessons, like starting with the chapter 1 to the 7th chapter. Then she will be going for discussing you within those classes, all those professional ethics questions she is right now facing, maybe in the field, by their seniors, by their juniors, colleagues, and all those things. So that will be very integrated approach. That will be very hands-on job kind of experience from her eyes, from her work ideas also. So this is an amalgamation of, and then case studies, workshops will be there on constant basis. Every week we'll be doing at least 1 or 2 case studies, solving the previous year question papers, so brainstorming on each and every, and I'm telling you, emphasizing on it, each and every previous year questions will be solved by us in the 360-degree manner. And it will be not taken from the market crap material, where they are only producing through auto generated or googling kind of thing. It is like very practical, very saturated in the thinking of psychology and philosophy both, and then generating the keywords, generating the idea, generating the definitions which are workable, which are handsomely fetching the marks, because we both know how to fetch the marks. I have also, because see, the fluctuating marks are there. When she was appearing, when I was appearing, the marks pattern was different. So some year 122, when I got, it was the one of the highest mark. When she got 142, it was one of the highest marks. So we both know how to get the marks, how to fetch excellent marks, what should be our psychology to study, and what type of psychology and philosophy we should be applying on the paper. So you should be worry free, because we are amalgamating all the things here, like previous year question papers, also discussion, also case studies, and its solution also, its discussion also, then chapters also. So within that kind of price, whatever we have set, it is just kind of no profit kind of business we are doing right now. In the future, whatever it will be, we'll be taking care of it, but no profit kind of thing. Because if you go to good teachers, the biggest thing is good teachers. I'm not talking about only teachers. There are like n number of teachers, there are like n number of YouTube videos, but they are not live classes per se. If they are live classes, then also your things will be muted. Nobody will be like motivating you to ask questions also. But here it is very interactive, and those people who are in our classes, definitely if you got to interact with them, they will tell you and watch for the quality we are producing, because we are giving time whatever it is needed. We are handling one-to-one answers, like whatever answers you are sending to us, I am putting here, like I will be putting this answer, like this is from the optional. If that candidate has written this answer, how I will be checking it? I will be taking this one to one and then telling what is the difficulty in here. It is not like I will be writing here as an officer armchair advice by writing on it and then sending to you and let you understand whatever you understand, and just improving on the basis of you can say paper tiger approach. So that paper tiger approach we are not adopting. We are taking one-to-one answers and then directly seeing the candidate on that part of the chair or your comfort of your home, and then discussing each and every nuances, how you have written the introduction, how you have written the body, how you have presented your each and everything we are discussing. So each question what we discuss initially takes at least 20 minutes, 25 minutes, even half an hour, 45 minutes. But what this approach does for you, this approach is very innovative approach, and nowhere I have seen in my preparation that this kind of approach is being applied. And this will do great thing for you for improvement thing. Like if you are writing and giving to them to check what you are doing actually, they are checking your own capacity only through your own capacity. But if I check one to one, your capacity will be improved on my level. So that is the motto of this one-to-one checking. And we'll be giving very innovative questions. If I have to show you, I'm directly showing you some of the questions. Like I will be telling you about the question. Like if I tell you about a sports ethics. So today there was a news that Bishan Singh Bedi sir, like he was a great cricketer of Indian, old stalwart of Indian cricket team, and his sportsmanship and ethics is great. So I put the question on that about sportsmanship and sports ethics, and about the Olympics, founder statement, that what kind of sports ethics should be there. And based on that statement, I have asked that what kind of personality Bishan Singh Bedi is. So the question framing is not from the generic perspective. It is not from Tom, Dick, and Harry in the market who will pick up on this sports ethics and make the question. So UPSC can go up to any extent. If you see the previous year question paper in 2022, it was at another level. Decoding of the question was at another level. People in the exam hall could not even find the breath, that whether they should stop for breathing or not. That was the hardness of the paper. This year, it was one of the easiest paper, it seems, but when it comes to producing good answers, the easiness is not there. So never think that UPSC will be easy or harder. Prepare your best, prepare quality wise, and get guidance from those persons who are really qualified in the field or in the lab. Means here in the academics section also, they must be great. And in the lab sections also, they should have the man or woman of integrity. So we are approaching this course as an amalgamated framework where your chapters will be also completed. Your clarity on case study and structures of case study will be also perfected. Your answer writing on day-to-day basis will be also perfected. And apart from it, we are giving the base materials, examples, case studies, Western thinker, Indian thinkers, all those things will be given to you.
I would like to add one thing, that it is now mentioned that this year's mains paper, which is 2023's ethics mains paper, was on a bit easier side. But if you look at the question in detail, it said that in the international aid, you have to comment on ethics in contemporary international aid and support your answer with suitable examples. Similarly, if you go to another question, it says that in the context of work environment, differentiate between caution and undue influence with suitable examples. So these are all the questions which ask you for suitable examples. So they are not easy. You have to mention at least 3 to 4 examples if you are writing for a 10 marker question. You should know contemporary examples in international aid. You should know some examples from corporate governance in the work environment related issues to mention in this kind of answers, like Chanda Kochar case and all the other cases. You should be able to mention along with any constitutional provision or any international convention like Geneva Convention or some war related convention. If it is related to that question, you should be able to mention here. So in a way, these kind of papers may seem easy when you read it, but when you sit for a writing, it's very hard. Even the quote of Mahatma Gandhi, it is like the simplest act of kindness are by far more powerful than thousand heads bowing in prayer. So while writing these kind of questions, you should be very extra cautious and careful, because your answer should look like a secular answer. यहाँ पे you have to take the meaning of the word prayer in another sense. So these questions may seem easy first. The another quote by Jawaharlal Nehru also, it talks about women empowerment. It is to awaken the people. It is women who must be awakened first. So while writing these kind of questions, you should be ready with examples like how the women of one nation can make difference or improvement, whether it is related to a GDP, whether it is related to some SHGs like Kudum Shri, whether it is related to solar energy or Mandeshi like projects, or even some feminist thinkers. You should be able to quote here and end your answer with some good argument from a good thinker or philosopher. Because while even the it looks like it is just a 10 marker and I can write anything I want, no, no man. यहाँ पे you need a structure, you need examples, you need quotes, you need to mention philosophers, thinkers, feminists in these kind of questions, and then end your answer with a very beautiful argument or a conclusion or a balanced way approach. So you have to practice it beforehand. You should be ready with the topics itself. If you go again for questions on ये विवेकानंद जी का भी कोट देख ही लेते हैं. Do not hate anybody, because that hatred comes out from you must in long run comes back to you. If you love, that love will come back to you, completing the circle. So in the basic definition of ethics, इस वर्ड की डेफिनेशन का ही अगर आप मीनिंग निकाल ले तो इट इज, आपको ऐसा व्यवहार रखना है, यू शुड बिहेव इन सच अ मैनर विद अदर्स दैट यू एक्सपेक्ट them to behave with you, is the basic definition of ethics. It is the basic uh, understanding that you, when you go through the Bible hai, because ethics comes with the religious philosophers and thinkers also. If you follow the doctrine of Bible or Buddha or Gita, you will come to know that there is a difference between love and hate relationship. And kahin pe in your answer, it should reflect that you are a well-read person. You had gone through all these religious doctrines, you had uh, read many thinkers, and you had developed an understanding of human emotions of love and hate in your own personal life also. Here you should give an example of Gandhiji, Mahatma Gandhiji, because ahimsa does not only mean that it is just a non-violence, it is also love towards your enemy. That love will come back. It is empathy towards your enemy. Here you can give example of another person who had followed the path of ahimsa, and like here you can mention Chipko movement also, that they were not hateful towards those who are cutting trees. Rather, they were giving a hug to that tree and protecting it at the cost of their own life. So, in this way, you have to develop your sense of writing out the answers, practicing them, and this is a journey. There is no one way particular to write that answer, but to get the maximum of the marks, like to get 7 out of 10 or 7.5, 8 out of 10, you need to be creative. You need to trust the process and trust yourself, trust the guidance you are getting, whether it is correct or not. You can always check that guidance by joining any test series, giving the test, checking out your marks, comparing your answers, so that you will get to know that whether you are on a correct path or not. Yes, any other question, or
Yeah, if
shall
you have
we
any,
wrap it up?
yeah, if you have any question, please do ask directly or by writing, whatever you feel comfortable with. So this was
Uh,
not particular the lectures. We were like today because of Dashara, there is so much background noise and all. So we are just going through like the design of program and whatever intention we can put. So in whatever ways you will be feeling, it is a very customized one-to-one approach also, where you will have ma'am's number also, my number also, my personal number, ma'am's personal number, and whatever comfortable timing she will be also guiding, I will be also guiding. Whatever answers, more answers you will be writing, that will be also checked. So it is not kind of any kind of commercial bond we are producing. We are producing very, you can say, umbilical cord like support, where your mother is anywhere but you are being cared for. That kind of support we are aiming here, and it is real. It is not just fake for the first class or the second class.
And one more thing I would like to mention is I had done all my preparation online. So I trust this process of learning online, getting guidance online. It saves your time, it saves your cost. Online courses are much cheaper than the offline ones. Online saves your travel time, saves your time in many other cases, like giving your test series on weekends. You get your weekends free to study on at your own pace. You can give the test series, and that's why I trust this process of online. I had no offline guidance while giving my first attempt, and then also I could clear out. I had no one to compare myself with, but still I could clear out because uh, my strategy was clear, and I will personally hand uh, take you to the path how to clear the exam in the upcoming lectures and series on ethics. So yes, if any more questions are there, we can take, or I have to wrap up this because I had to go somewhere.
Yeah, Rohit is asking, when is the course beginning? Sorry, sir, I wasn't there in the beginning. No issues. So this was a general understanding of the course and letting you talk to us. So still you can talk. Still you can talk a bit with ma'am and me also. The course is beginning from 1st of November. Whatever price we have set is for the Dasara. You take the admission now, it will be only 11,000. Otherwise, it will be 15,000. But that then too, I can tell you, on the constant guidance for 3 months is there. After that, also till your mains 2024, there will be definitely not indirect but direct support to you about any portion of the examination too, whichever course you join. But here, ethics course we are launching, and in a very few days, only 3-4 days, we are launching ethics essay course also. And after that, foundation course and all those things for the next year, and all those things will be there. So there are several plans, and definitely we are having very good team. Apart from Neha ma'am, also so many people are joining, and these are great people. Neha ma'am has a great understanding of the ethics and other subject also. She will be letting you guys know in the time to come. So from 1st of November it is, you can join, and you can anytime call on the given official number, and you can get the link of joining the classes. Okay. And all the things, whatever I said, is not only the salient features, but that is the reality of this program. And those people who have joined in the past, years over years, they have been joining. Why? Because every time you want to improve something, you want to add something, and they are relying on the course. Who have actually joined, like rank 33, he has taken guidance from me to a 2019 batch I'm talking about, V. Narayan Sharma. You can go there and see his name on the internet. Mehak Jain has taken some advice from me, public administration particularly, and in some subject, rank 17. So many people are there, Neha ma'am, and many more people are there who are getting to the interview also, mains also, cracking prelims after several attempts they were not able to crack, and then taking our guidance and clearing the exam. So we are now the authoritative, like, see, we do not claim like people in the market who are claiming for each person, they are claiming for 10 coaching center is aiming for only one person, and then claiming that that person was from everywhere. Not like that, but definitely producing the quality what is needed. Okay, so you can rely on that. And with this, I thank ma'am, Neha ma'am, to take out that much of her time to interact with us. And
Okay,
wherever,
I could see one question,
yeah,
uh, which is from Bipin Maurya. He was asking how to cover the syllabus. What should be the strategy to cover all the syllabus?
yeah,
So you should go topic wise. You should go section wise, because in your syllabus, if you see, there are sections, and then there are subsections or subtopics. So first you should go topic wise, then you should be clear with the definitions of some basic words in your syllabus. Then you should cover the sections, give the sectional tests, and then go for the complete test series. So this should be your strategy. But as we are wrapping up this session, I will be coming back to you guys and giving the detailed strategy how to cover the entire syllabus itself. And trust me, if you are with me on this journey for around 3 months, you will not be required to ask this question again. After 3 months, everything in your syllabus, each and every word will be clear to you. Uh, that's my guarantee from my side.
yeah. And one thing is sure, that we are not making harder for you. We are making very easier for you to capture the syllabus and the essence of the syllabus and value add also. You don't have to go for pillar to post in those offline classes and other online classes also after this course. That is my personal guarantee.
And even if there are some sources which I think they will be very much beneficial for my students, I will give you definitely. This while preparing itself, I had gone through 10 of sources. Even today, I go through a lot of current affairs material to find out some examples. I have my own handwritten notes of ethics, which are till date are very well executed, having all the quotes and thinkers. So don't worry, don't because today the problem is the problem of plenty. You have so many resources, so many online material to follow through, offline guidance to go through. Yeah, you get in the cycle of confusion. Which book I should refer, which uh, content I should watch on a YouTube or on any other platform. So don't run behind the content. Stick to one content itself, and I will give you that content. You will be satisfied after 3 months of preparation that you will be able to write down your test series with a full confidence. That's my word.
Yeah, with this, we are wrapping up the session, and definitely in the first class itself, when it will be starting on the 1st November, you will be satiated with the easiness of the course. Like you will be feeling that everything has been easier than before for you, because resources will be given very clearly: how to read, how to write, which things to follow, how to go next steps, step by step, all the things will be given. And then the session will be starting with the lecture itself, so we'll be not wasting even one of the lectures. Also we'll be starting with the lectures itself, and again in the lecture itself there will be like things which will be adding you to the value additions portions also. And we'll be starting with the writing parts also from the very next lecture itself, not the first but the very next one, so that you started getting checked your copies also in the one-to-one format. And from there only, believe me, your growth will be there, your development, actual development of writing skill and muscle memory will be building up. Okay, so thank you very much and happy Dasara to all of you. Please spread the word of mouth to you, your peer group also, your friends also, so that they can get benefited out of this program. And I welcome you all to the classes from the 1st of November. Okay. Thank you all.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
Ma'am.
Happy Dasra.
Thank you.